Hi, welcome to Empowered PT with Dr. E. Today I'm going to teach you how to do some neck mobilizations on the joints in your neck to help to improve your neck movement. Now, if you've ever woken up with a kink in your neck, like I have, you might find that it's incredibly hard to turn your head or to look up or down. Any movement can be very aggravating. And if you try to stretch immediately when your neck is that tight, it can really create even more muscle spasm. So before we can even begin to stretch a tissue, it's really important that we get the joints in the neck loosened up first. So I'm gonna show you some techniques here that will just require that you have a little towel, and I kind of rolled it up into thirds here. And we're gonna start first with a mobilization to help improve neck extension. That's looking up. So if you feel like you can look up without any difficulty, there's no need to do this one. But you're gonna take that towel and you're gonna put it right at the base of your head and just under your jaw here. Now, I'm pulling gently with my hands toward the camera to apply a little bit of traction on my neck. And it's really important when you do this technique that you are keeping your mouth closed and not opening from the jaw to try to get more movement. So if you just take your tongue and rest it on the roof of your mouth, then that will help to keep the lips closed without clenching the jaw. And then pulling a little bit away, mouth closed, we're gonna look up just into the amount of motion you can tolerate. Now, if you notice, I'm just moving my head. I'm not leaning back with my trunk. And that's why I like to do these in sitting. So you're gonna try 10 or 15 of these. And we're not holding it. That towel is acting as a fulcrum to help to mobilize the neck. Now, you can also wiggle it down a little bit more now toward the middle of your neck and repeat the same movement. So depending on where that joint is stiff, you're gonna feel it a little bit more either up higher or down lower on the neck. So you can repeat that for 10 or 15 times. Now, let's say you're limited in the side bending this way. So we're gonna hold the towel right about at the middle of your neck. Okay, and then you're gonna just hold firmly with both hands and you're gonna side bend one direction. And it is more helpful if you repeat all of them to the same direction first. So this hand is really staying still and it's acting as that fulcrum for my head to side bend over. So again, I'm gonna repeat 10 or 15, and then you can also perform them to the opposite side. Now, if you've had any trauma to your neck, a fall, a car accident, please do not do these until you have seen your doctor and had a radiograph or x-ray done to make sure that the joints are stable. All right, the next one we're gonna do is going to help to improve rotation. So if you're limited in turning your head, this is a great one. So you're gonna hold one hand down low, the other hand, you're gonna bring the towel right up to your cheek, and you're going to use the towel and the hand to turn your head. So I'm not actively doing it. I'm using this hand to facilitate the movement. Again, I'm just going into a tolerable range and then slowly backing off. So you don't want to assist and then come back active. You want to use that arm to assist the whole movement and making sure you aren't rotating from your trunk, that it's just from the head. Okay, then we would switch, go the opposite way. And you could repeat this motion 10 or 15 times too. The key is to just do it within a tolerable range of motion. If you just woke up with a really stiff neck, start here before you go into the neck stretching video, and make sure that you're doing these mobilizations, 3 times a day, just to help to get that joint facilitated in its movement before you start holding those static stretches.